The next thing that you can do after you do walking through a brick wall is bring a can you walk through a brick wall? And you ask the kids, do you think I could cut a hole in this brick wall, in this piece of paper, that you could actually fit through? Do you think I could make a hole big enough so that you could fit through it? No, you can't fit through the hole in that piece of paper. Well, you actually can. And how to do it, the lines on the back, it shows you how to line them up. Okay, I've got a bigger one, so you can see, hopefully you can see easier. Same idea, it has the lines on the back. What you do is you fold the paper in half, fold this in half, so the lines are showing, and that allows you, now you can cut a hole in there that you can walk through. First you have to take see where the gray strip is, you have to cut that out. So you're going to cut out, leave the edge though, you don't want to cut all the way through. But it doesn't have to be perfect as far as this goes, just doesn't have to be right on spot, but carefully cut out the center. Now you've got this hole. Okay. Now that's not the hole that the kids can walk through, although it is pretty big. You keep trimming, you keep cutting along these lines that are here. Now half the lines, every other line goes to one edge, and every other line goes to the other edge. And that's what you cut to. So you start off with, you cut from the bottom up, stopping where it stops, all the way up, all the way up. You have to hold onto the paper fairly tight so that it doesn't slip in your hands too much. If it slips in your hands, your registration will get off a little bit, so make sure you hold onto that tight. Then you flip to the other side, and you cut from the other edge, where the lines go all the way up to partially. Okay, almost there. And you can see by this piece of paper, it's accordioning on itself, and you make a piece of paper that is actually a giant hole that even I can fit through. And you can bring it up on the kids and bring it, do like this. Now, the small one, I really can't fit through this particular one. I'm too big for that. But kids can fit through the hole that's created with this one. So this is a gigantic one. But once you learn the principle, you can do it with bigger pieces of paper. And you say, do you think I could cut a hole in this piece of paper, whatever the size is, that I could fit through? And people say, no, you can't fit through a hole in that piece of paper. But if you cut it like this, the accordion style, you can. And the kids get a big kick out of it, and they all want to try to fit through their pieces of paper after they cut them. So you'll need scissors for the kids to cut. I usually do every other child, so they trade off. One that cuts, and then the other waits when they break off into teams. Alrighty, so that's can you walk through a brick wall?